Good afternoon, everyone. We are the sixth group. The topic of our presentation is curriculum process. Here is our group members, Huang Xu, Qiu Xiaomei, Pu Jianmei, and Lu Chenchen. This is our presentation contents. The first one is overview and theoretical basic. And the second one is key stage of curriculum design. The third one is curriculum design models. And the last one is case study, case and conclusion. First, I will introduce to you the overview and theoretical basis. I will divide it into four parts. Part one is definition of curriculum design process, and the part two is the importance and the contents of curriculum design. The part three is theoretical foundations of curriculum design, and the part four is the practical impact of theory on curriculum design. First is the definition of curriculum design process. The curriculum design process is the process of systematically planning and organizing the objectives, contents, teaching methods, and evaluation methods of the curriculum according to the learning needs, educational objectives, and available resources, which is an important part of the improvement of education quality. Below this is the five core elements. The first one is the goal setting. Define the knowledge, skills, and attitude goals that learners need to achieve. The second one is the content selections. Select relevant topics and knowledge points based on goals and learning needs. The third one is pedagogical design. Design which pedagogical strategies, such as lectures, discussions in quality to use to achieve the goal. The fourth is teaching resource development. Design and presentation of teaching materials, such as courseware, practical questions, experimental equipment, etc. And the last one is assessment and feedback. Design assessment tools to collect feedback from learners and optimize course effectiveness. Here is the features of the curriculum design. Number one is systematic, guided by educational goals, covering the whole process of teaching. Number two is adaptability, adaptable to different learners' needs and environmental characteristics. And the last one is innovative, continuously improve curriculum design by combining the latest educational technology and teaching concepts. Next, I will introduce you the importance of curriculum design. First is ensure that the teaching objectives are achieved. Through scientifically designed courses, the teaching objectives are clarified. The teaching content is consistent with the objectives, and the teaching is avoided from deviating from the directions. Provide clear guidance so that teachers and students have a clear sense of purpose throughout the instructional activities. The second is meeting the needs of learners. Personalizes the learning curriculum designed to meet the interests, abilities, and needs of different learners, motivate learners, design engaging and challenging content to increase learners' engagement and motivation. The third is improving the quality of education. Systematic curriculum design can improve the organization and systematization of teaching, ensure the tolerance of content and the progressing of knowledge. Optimize teaching structures, select the most suitable teaching methods and resources, and improve educational effectiveness. The first is promoting equality in education. The curriculum is designed with a focus on diversity and inclusion, ensuring equitable learning opportunities for all learners. Provide standard teaching programs to reduce the imbalance in the distribution of educational resources. The last one is developing well-rounded learners. Through a well-designed curriculum, students not only acquire subject knowledge, but also develop innovation, critical thinking, and a sense of social responsibility, balance academic skill and personality development goals. Yeah. Next, I will introduce the background to the curriculum design. The background of curriculum design is multi-dimensional, involving social development, scientific and technological progress, educational concept updating, policy norms, and the diversity of learners' needs. Curriculum design needs to find a balance between theory and practice to adapt to the needs of rapidly changing area and provide learners with a meaningful learning experience. First one is the social development needs. Globalization. The globalization of the economic and culture requires education to develop learners with an international perspective and intercultural communication skills. Changes in social structure with the refinement of social division of labor and industrial upgrading, the demand for high quality and multi-skilled talent is growing. Diverse needs. The learning goals, interests, and background of members of society are becoming increasingly diverse, and the curricula are needed to meet the needs of different levels and groups. The second is driven by scientific and technological progress. Information technology revolution. The population of modern information technology such as artificial intelligence, big data, and online education platforms has provided more tools and methods for curriculum design. Digital learning, the use of digital resources and technologies such as virtual reality has made courses more flexible and personalized and interactive. Lifelong learning concept, the acceleration of knowledge renewal brought about by the development of technology promotes curriculum design to meet the needs of lifelong learners. The second one is the renewal of educational philosophy, student-centered. Modern education pays more attention to learners' innovative, internet and ability development and emphasizes the subjective position of students in learning. Quality education. The transformation from examination-oriented education to comprehensive quality education requires curriculum design to focus on the balanced development of knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Multiple intelligence theory. The curriculum should be designed to cover a variety of learning styles of promote the all-round development of students' different intelligences. The first one is the impact of policies and standards. Education reform. Many countries have persist education reform policies that require curricula to be more practical, innovative, and society servant. International assessment standards, such as the PISA assessment of the impact on curriculum design, emphasize students' ability to apply them in reading, mathematics, and science. Localization and internationalization. Curriculum design needs to find a balance between local culture and international. The fifth one is changes in students' need. Individuals' learning needs. The diversity of students' learning style and interests require more flexible and open curriculum design. Psychological and social support needs. As the importance of students' mental health and social emotional learning increases, the curriculum needs to be integrated. Career oriented needs. Vocational education courses need to be designed to closely align with the needs of the labor market and provide students with a clear career path. Next, I will introduce the main theoretical basis of curriculum design. have three main theories. First one is the constructivism. The second one is the behaviorism. The last one is the humanism. First is the constructivism and the curriculum design. Keywords: learning is a process of active knowledge construction based on prior experience and social interaction. And the application in curriculum design, first one is student-centered. Design interactive classrooms that encourage active exploration and cooperative learning. The second one is contextual learning, provide real-life problems or cases to help students build knowledge in problem solving. The last one is scaffolded teaching. Teachers provide approach aids to guide students to make master complex knowledge step by step. Next is the behaviorism and the curriculum design. Keyword categories: learning is the process by which an external stimulus elicits a behavioral response, and the target behavior is achieved through reinforcement. The application in curriculum design is first one is be clear about learning goals. Using behavior-oriented goals, such as students can complete specific tasks. The next one is the progressive reinforcement. Break down learning tasks according to difficulty and reinforce the learning effects through practice and feedback. The last one is instant assessment reward, using tests and reward mechanism to motivate students to complex tasks. And the last is humanism and curriculum design. Key takeaways focus is on learners' emotional needs and individual potentials to promote whole person development. Application in curriculum design. First one is learner-centered, emphasize students' interests, needs, and autonomy. The second one is focus on psychological needs. Curriculum is designed to incorporate a supportive, inclusive learning environment that stimulates students' potential for self-fulfillment. The last one is personalized instruction. Provide flexible learning paths that respect students' learning styles and case. Next is the influence of theory on curriculum. First is the influence of theory on the setting of course objectives. The influence of constructivism emphasizes on higher order thinking goals, such as analytical, evaluative, and creative abilities. Goal setting focuses on the diversity of learning process, such as students are able to solve complex problems in real-world situations. Next is the influence of behaviorism, emphasizes specific measurable learning goals, such as students are able to name 5 types of chemical reaction, common theoretical target designs. And next is the influence of humanism. Emphasis is placed on learning self-fulfillment and individualized goals, such as students are able to reflect on their own learning process and develop a plan for improvement. And the next is the influence of the theory on the choice of teaching methods. First is the influence of constructivism. Advocate inquiry-based and collaborative learning. Methods include project-based learning, flipped classroom, simulation teaching, etc. And the second is the influence of behaviorism. Promote a step-by-step approach, such as a demonstration, practice, feedback model. Methods include repetitive experiences, instant feedback, task reward mechanism, etc. And the influence of humanism is focuses on students' emotional experience and learning motivation. Methods include individualized teaching, group counseling, psychological supporting activities, actual, and the influence of theory on the way it is evaluated. The influence of contractism is emphasized is placed on process evaluation such as project outcomes, learning logs, and reflection reports. In emphasis is placed on the diversity and authenticity of assessments using open-ended tasks or case studies. The influence of behaviorism is focused on outcomes-based assessments such as objective question types such as multi-choice questions, fill in the blank questions actual. Emphasis is placed on stage testing to help strengthen students' knowledge acquisition. And the influence of humanism is promoting self-assessment and peer assessment such as reflection forms and learning feedback sessions. Assessments include the learner growth, changes in interest and emotional experience. Next, my teammate will show you the key stage of curriculum design.
You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Good up. Oi? Good up. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Qiu Xiaomei, and and what's wrong? Sorry. Can you help me show your screen? Huang Xu. Can you
Okay,
help?
okay.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, can you see the slide?
Yes, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Qiu Xiaomei, and I will introduce for your guys about part two. It's about the key stage of curriculum design. Next page. And about my part, I will introduce step-by-step explanation of the logical flow of curriculum design. First one is about need analysis, and the second one is the setting goals and objectives, and the third one is designer content and the method, and the next one is implementation. The last one is about evaluation and feedback. And the first part is about need analysis. What this? This is the process of understanding the background needs and the educational goals of learner to ensure the course content is relevant and practically. And this is about three steps. The first is about understanding learner. This include analyzing the age, knowledge level, and the interest of learners. The second one is analyzing education goals. That's in line with national curriculum standards or school requirement. The last one is the considering learning environment. This evaluates the available resource and the external constraints. And this is about vision representation of need analysis step. This is the first one, the student need. This include understand age, interest, knowledge level, and the learning preference. This table is more clearly understanding about need analyze this content. And second one is about goal analysis. This is define clear and measurable course objective aligned with the standards. The last one is the resource availability. This is assessing time, equipment, and teaching materials in the classroom environment. And I will give the example for this course. I choose this topic, the music and emotional expression needs analyze this is must be include. First one is identify whether students are interested in music creation. The second is must be include a session student understanding of emotional style in music. The last one must be include checking is sufficient time and equipment and available for creation and performance. And the second step is about setting goals and objectives. What is this? This is clear definition of the expected learning outcomes of the course, which serve as the foundation for design other aspects of the curriculum. And in this part, we must be used this method. This is about SMART principle. And first one is the specific. Goals should be clear in the specific. And second is the measurable. Goals should have measurable outcomes. And next one is achievable. And the goals should be realistic and achievable. And next one is relevant. Goals should be aligned with the course content. The last one is time bound. That is, goals should have a specific time frame. And after I will give more detail about this. About first specific. That means what exactly do you want to achieve? And second one is about measurable, and this means how will you measure progress and success. The third one is achievable. That is means is a goal realistic within constraints. And next one is relevant. That means that it aligns with course objectives. And last one is a time bound. That means what is the deadline for achieving. And I will give example after. And bright goals, that is help student understand emotional expression through music. This is for example. And first one, because before we will talk about this, we must be focused about specific. First one, that student will be compose a music piece expression and emotion. The second one, student will present and 2-minute composition. And next one is use classroom resource and tools. The next one is online with the course theme of music and emotions. The last one, time bounded, that is completion with 2 weeks. This is all steps about this SMART principle. And next step, I will talk about design, content, and method. And this part, what is this design, content, and method? First one, that is plan the course content and select the teaching strategies to meet the established goals. And content design, what that? That is organize topics systematically, for example, from simple to complex. And that is combine theoretical and practical elements. For example, music, appreciation, and composition. And about the method design, that is choose instructional methods such as project-based learning, and this is can be called PBL, discussions or collaborative learning, and prepare learning materials, for example, music, instrument, video, and case studies. And we will content and activities for music and emotional expression. And first part is about the content. What will students learn? And we can see this picture. That's a rhythm and melody and the harmony, and that's all makes about emotional expression. The first one, rhythm, what that? That is how tempo and the patterns affection emotion. And second one is about melody, how pitch and sequence evoke feelings. And last one is the harmony. That is how chord progression enhance mood. This is all combination that is can influence about emotional expression. And next one is about activities. And this part we will ask what will students do. Step one, we will analyze. Analyze the listen to and break down our music pieces and identifying emotional elements. And step two, we will discuss. Collaborate in group to discuss how emotion are conveyed. And last step is about create. Compose the over music impression or choose emotion. And the next step is about implementation. Implementation is applied to planning curriculum in a real teaching environment. And this part all have the very important key step in implementation. The first step is preparation. This is include ensure all materials and the resource and the tool are ready for use. That's prepare music instrument, audio films, and the classroom arrangement. And second step is the exclusion. Deliver the course content and conduct activities as planned. And for example, guide students through listen exercise, group discussion, and the composition text. And next step is monitoring. This is observe and assess student engagement and understanding during activities. For example, we can notice if students are struggling with rhythm or melody during composition. And last key step is about adjustment. That is make real-time modifications to teaching strategies based on student feedback. And if students find the music analysis step too complex, break into smaller steps. And we also have critical factor for implementation success. And this also have some key points for this part. And first key point is about resource management. This is ensure all required tools, for example, instrument and music software are accessible and functional. And second point is about active engagement. This is used in interactive method like group discussion or collaborative project to maintain student interests. The next is adaptive teaching. That is be flexible with lesson plan to address real-time challenges or opportunities. And the last one is the supportive environment. That is foster a safe and encouraging atmospheres for creativity and expression. And the last part is about last step is about evaluation and feedback. In the first one, we will talk about what is evaluation and feedback. Evaluation is the process of measuring the effectiveness of the course via collection feedback from various stakeholders, students, teachers, or parents to improve curriculum design and implementation. And how many types in evaluation though? We have the two type. First one is about student evaluation. We usually use the project and the test and the assignment to evaluation the student. And this proposal is to assess student achievement of learning objectives. And the second type is about course evaluation. We usually use teaching logs and the teacher reflections and the peer evaluation. And this is this is aimed to identify strengths and the weakness in curriculum design. And about feedback and the revision, feedback source is the have the students, teachers, and the parents. Students, we can use the survey, group discussion, and in the teachers, we can use reflection and the teaching logs. And but parents, we can give some suggestion on course impact and optimization strategies. First is adjust content based on feedback and refine teaching method. And last one is provide additional after class resource. And we also have some key takeaways. First is evaluation is essential for improved course effectiveness. And second is student and the course evaluation are both critical. And the last one is the feedback help refine teaching and curriculum design. And the next, my partner will introduce next part for you.
Hi everyone, my name is Pu Jianmei, and now it's my turn to introduce the third part. I will explain the key models of curriculum design in detail. Okay, next page. Okay, first, what are curriculum design models? These models are frameworks that guide how we structure and organize curriculum content. They ensure alignment between educational goals, content, and the learning process. And today we are going to explore 4 major types of curriculum design model and analyze their features and application. So next page. Curriculum design model can categorize into 4 main types. First one is subjective-centered design, and the learner-centered design, and problem-centered design, and integrated design. So in the next page, I will going to explain what is these 4 types. Okay, next page. The first subject-centered design is a method that focuses on subject matter and the knowledge structure. It emphasizes logical and thematically process of knowledge, and it's teacher-centered with students acting as receive of information. So this design is ideal for building foundation knowledge such as mathematics or history. However, it may overlook students' interest and lack an emphasis on critical thinking and creativity. Next page. Student-centered design, why we use this? Because it is best suited for foundation learning and knowledge intensive discipline. In practice, it prepares students for higher education in specialized field and reinforces critical academic and research skill. However, educators face challenges in best balancing the depth and the breadth of content while accommodating diverse learner needs. Next page. So next design is about learner-centered design. The learner-centered design is focused on students' needs, interests, and experience. So this design is focused on active students' involvement in learning and adapted to individual learning styles. So this design enhances student motivation and encourage critical thinking and problem-solving skill. However, it also requires highly skilled educator and may lack systematic content coverage. Next page. So to strengthen learner-concerned design, we can use strategies such as conducting surveys to understand students' interest and incorporating manipulate tools to engage learners and maintain regular feedback for them. So success can be measured by assessing participation and outcomes. However, balancing personalized learning with curriculum standards and ensure equity among diversity learning remain key challenges. So next page. Next page, I'm going to talk about problem-centered design. This design is focused on solve real-world issues through interdisciplinary approaches. It develops critical thinking and collaborative skills, prepare students for future challenge. For example, like a STEAM project that we talked before, STEAM, renewable encouraged students solution is a typical example for this design. Okay, next page. For this design, how to enhance this? Educator can encourage teamwork, role distribution, and use simulation or case study to our students to recapitulate real-world scenarios. Evaluation should focus both the process and the outcomes, assessing problem-solving skills, and the flexibility of solutions. Okay, next. So finally, I will going to talk about integrated design. This design combines manipulate subjective into a comprehensive learning experience, concentrate around the theme. It fosters creativity and holistic understanding by connecting disciplines. However, it requires significant planning and coordination and may challenges education with experts in only one discipline. So next page. To optimize integrative design, we have to identify overhanging themes that relate across discipline and collaboration with subjective experts for comprehensive delivery. Like challenges include managing diversity educator, expert, and aligning interdisciplinary content with curriculum standards. So this is the optimizing integrate design. Next page. As I mentioned the 4 design before, so I'm going to give a table to compare the 4 curriculum design models, highlight their key features, strengths, and weaknesses. For example, let's see the first subjective centered design. It's focused on knowledge structure, but for learner-centered design, student needs and interest. For problem-centered design, it's focused on real-world problems. And the integrated design is interdisciplinary themes. So subjective centered design is suitable for foundational learning, where learner-centered design focus on personalized learning. And the problem-centered design address real-world issue, and integrated design emphasizes interdisciplinary understanding. So if you want to use this for design models, you can have a look about this table. So next page. The next problem is about how to choose curriculum design models. So how do we choose the right curriculum design model? We need to consider a lot of factors such as educational goals, student profile, institutional resource, and context. I'm going to explain each one. The first, like educational goals, we have to consider students' knowledge acquisition and their skill development. And we have to consider our students' age, interest, and learning styles. And the next, we are going to consider the teacher's expertise, time, and the materials. So for the context, we have to consider the formal education, vocational training, or information learning. So depending on this situation, we can select the most appreciated model or even combine multiple models to achieve the best outcomes. So for the 4 curriculum design models I have just mentioned before, I want to give a summarize. Curriculum design model provide a very structural approach for planning course. So each model have its unique strengths and limitations. As an education, as a teacher, we we should select or combine models based on our teaching goals, student needs, and available resource to optimism learning outcomes that we have to do. So the next part where my teamwork will continue to introduce.
Hey, hello everyone, my name is Lu Chenchen. Thanks for my partner, and now let's turn to the part 4, the case study and conclusion. Next page. First, let's see the case background. The title of the case is Primary School Science Inquiry Curriculum Design. Under the new wave of educational reform, the primary school introduced an inquiry-based science curriculum. The goal was clear: to cultivate students' scientific inquiry spirit and improve their problem-solving skills through hands-on exploration. This curriculum was specifically tailored for grade 3 students. designed to run for one academic semester. But beyond these numbers and timelines, the initiative was about sparking curiosity, encouraging critical thinking, and cultivating a love for scientific exploration among young learners. Next page. Designing this curriculum was not just about filling lessons plans with experiments and activities. It was about aligning goals with actions and the theory with practice. Firstly, they analyzed the students' needs to understand their interests and capabilities. Students show high interest in science, but had limited hands-on experiment opportunities. The school aimed to develop students' scientific thinking. Secondly, they set clear objectives to guide the curriculum, enable students to understand basic scientific principles, and improve students' experimental and problem-solving skills. Thirdly, they design interactive lessons and hands-on experiments to foster engagement. They combine experiments with interactive teaching methods and design 5 thematic units. Firstly, they implemented the program, continuously observing and refining their approach. And lastly, they evaluated the outcomes, analyzing both success and challenges. Next page. And then there are some key insights from the case. The first one is success factors. It's aligned with students' interest, engaging content, and hands-on experiments improve practical skills. Second one is challenges and issues, including limited resources and experimental materials. And some students struggled to understand experimental principles. For these challenges, the solution was to collaborate with community resources to acquire materials and provide more personalized tutoring time. Next. So what did they achieve? From the student perspective, 90% of students reported increased interest in science. They develop stronger teamwork and problem-solving skills. They become more confident when presenting their findings. From the teacher's perspective, lessons become more engaging and structured. Teachers found it easier to manage classroom activities effectively. From an academic perspective, test scores in science comprehension improved by 25%. Group presentations showcase creativity and effective collaboration. These results aren't just numbers. They are a reflection of real growth, real passion, and real impact. Next. So every curriculum, no matter how well designed, comes with strengths and weaknesses. For the strengths, clear alignment with educational objectives and student needs. Interactive and hands-on activity enhance the students' engagement. Integration of group activities promote teamwork and collaboration. For the weaknesses, limited resource and experimental materials. And some students struggle to fully grasp experimental principles. Time constraints restricted deeper exploration of certain topics. Next. And then I just conclude some common challenges in curriculum design. The first one is resource limitations, insufficient access to equipment and teaching aids. The second one is alignment issues, difficulty aligning course goals with assessment strategies. The third one is scalability, challenges in replicating the design across different contents. The last one is teacher training, inadequate preparation for implementing innovative teaching strategies. Next. And by every challenge is an opportunity for growth. So there are some recommendations for improvement. The first one is resource optimization. Collaborate with community partners for resource sharing. The second one is flexible design, allow room for customization based on students' needs. The third one is continuous feedback loop, implement regular teacher-student feedback sessions. The last one is professional development, providing ongoing training for educators on modern curriculum design methodologies. So the goal is to address key challenges to ensure effective curriculum implementation and sustain students' engagement. Next. At the end of our presentation, let's look at what we have talked about. In this presentation, we explored the key aspects of curriculum design. First, we introduced the definition of the curriculum design process and the theoretical foundations, highlighting how constructivism, behaviorism, and humanism guide the design process. Then we explained the key stages of curriculum design, including needs analysis, goal setting, contents and methods design, implementation and evaluation. Next, we cover curriculum design models, comparing subject-centered design, learner-centered design, problem-centered design, and integrated design, and discuss their strengths, weaknesses, and applications. Finally, we analyze a case study, showcasing a real-world example, identifying challenges, and offering recommendations. This presentation aimed to provide a clear overview of curriculum design, bridging theory and practice effectively. That's all. Thank you for your attention. We look forward to any questions or comments you may have.